Well, folks, if you followed my YouTube from the very beginning, you will have seen that we had a property on Gambier Island, which I am now standing on. This used to be solid forest, an acre of solid forest. I felled the trees, I cleared the land, my family raked all of the land, gave us these beautiful tiered lawns all over the place. Dug drainage all over, backbreaking, slogging work. I restored that trailer, completely got it down to the frame and built it. I built all the decks around it. I milled up all the lumber that we used to build, and we moved away, a full day's travel away. And we decided to put it on the market and see what would happen. And it sold in 2 days. And we took that as a sign because the price was fairly high. The person that walked on this place, it just was like unbelievable hand in glove kind of story. And we've got an ocean view, which wasn't here when we started because of the trees that we thinned out. The lady pulled up, she walked on, she saw that there's no septic, there's a composting toilet, there's no power, there's solar. It's completely cut off. She said, this is absolutely perfect. And we sold it with an old truck, which is hard, everything's barged here, so it's plug and play. There's a truck here. Our buoy, which is an anchor point, which is very hard to get, that I built, is out in the bay, so she can anchor a boat. She said, I love everything about it. They can leave what they want, take what they want. Asking price, no questions asked. The whole deal was wrapped up in 4 days. But it came with a lot of tears, and yeah, there's this shed I built in the back. Everywhere I look is hard work. But, you know, how do you get on in, like, when I think back to my parents, we grew up in England. We bought these old tumble down homes. We fixed them up. Everyone fell in love with the home, and then they put it on the market and sold and got ahead of the game. And they did that again and again and again. And every time it was blood, sweat, and tears. A lot of tears when it was on the market, because you fell in love with it and then you moved on. But that's how you work your way up the ladder. If you're really, really rich and loaded, you can just keep everything. But we don't have that option. So it's kind of like this finger in the wind scenario. You know, we put it on the market, the same thing we did with our North Vancouver house. Put it on fairly high, and it was gone. You got to think, okay, what is the universe saying? This will allow us to potentially be mortgage free, which is incredible at our age to be mortgage free. We might also be able to do the reno on our Courtney house without borrowing any money, which would also be incredible. So in that light, it's a good investment, but it's definitely emotional. I can't even tell you how much labor I put into this property, and how many beautiful moments we've had here, and how many awesome people we've met here. Because island living, like small island living like this, is you put in the work to keep those friends. So, you know, new people come and new people go. When people figure out the struggle of boating all your materials here, the struggle of winter here, the struggle of all of it, you know, a lot of people down at the dock would say, yeah, we'll give them 6 months and they'll sell. Well, we stuck it out for 3 or 4 years and really paid our dues, really integrated with the community. So we'll definitely be coming back here, but we'll probably have to get an Airbnb or something, because we've made some lifelong friends here. And so, you know, all of that is work, right? You just toil at friendships, you work at the land, and then you sell it. And it is kind of a bittersweet experience. But, you know, I'm reminded of, often think about this, you know, our forefathers, you know, who left England to come to Canada or America with nothing but maybe a newspaper scrap of some dream of someone probably telling a story that it's amazing here. And they left their families, left their homes, left their furniture, probably lost a couple kids or family members on the way because the trip was so treacherous, to start a new life. And people have done this over and over again. And in the civilized world, we kind of want our cake and eat it too. It's like, I want everything, but I don't want to let go of anything. It's like, no, you have to let go of something to move on and gain something more. And I know that what's happening in Courtenay is beautiful. We're starting to really meet some beautiful friends and integrate with the community. And I think that, you know, making this extra move is the universe kind of feels that. And, you know, you're planting your roots. You're like, I'm here, I'm gonna put my time in. And yeah, so we're here for 7 days. This will be our last time here. We're gonna pack up. I'm gonna meeting the new owner as well and showing her how everything runs, because it's very nuanced. And we're just gonna try and have a really good time. And I'm sure it will be pretty tearful when we get in the boat and drive away. So that's what's going on in the Mallett's house. Nice, Amelia.
I can't. Got it once, but I can't.
Built this shed all from milled lumber. From scratch. Kind of proud of it. It's quirky. All this land, filled all this. Fixed up that old trailer, built this deck, built this roof. All this was brought over on a little speedboat. Built our 10x10. Done a lot of work here, hey Gabe? Had a lot of fun. Got our first deer and we skinned it hanging off those ropes. Yeah. Yeah. Memories everywhere. Having my morning coffee. I tell you, it's hard to beat the peace and quiet that's here. You can hear the bees just working away in the background. Don't know if you can hear it too. That's a woodpecker. Oh. Well, you can see I got stung by a wasp yesterday. It looks like I got in a fight. It's amazing how such a little tiny thing can do so much damage. Anyway, we're cleaning up here at Gambier, ready for the new owners. So there's a little bit of work to do, but not much. Yesterday I spent the first day in all the 3 years that we've been here. Or was it 4? I can't remember. Spent the whole day on the dock, which was great. No work to do. But I milled a ton of wood, probably 30 odd trees. And I was really kind of bummed out that we would just let it go with the property. The new owners might or might not use it. There's a lot of time that goes into milling a tree up, felling it, dragging it into place, putting it on bunkers, rolling it onto the mill, milling it, storing it. This is a big pile of cedar, and then my truck is loaded up with some hemlock there, and we've already taken a load down yesterday. And so thankfully a friend over here decided to buy the whole thing for market value, which is just really good, because it makes me feel like all that work I put in I'm getting some reward for it. So yeah, just wanted to share that little positive thing with you. Bit of blackberry picking.
Yeah.
Gonna make blackberry pie.
Probably crumble.
Crumble. Rumble in my tumble. I got the mother load. You need extra long arms, hey?
Yeah. Oh my gosh, in there's like some. Ow! Gabe, what the?
How many you got, Amelia?
Quite a few.
Ooh, bounty. Getting hard to get ones.
Gabe, that doesn't work.
My son. My biggest, my oldest, my loudest. I don't know if you're the loudest though.
Yeah, bro. Oh,
Gabe's
Kev
pretty...
was the loudest last night.
No, I said my there is my the little one and my big one.
Oh, thank you. I think I'm okay.
So every year at Gambier, small little island Gambier, we have commotion on the ocean, where a local artist who does Neil Diamond songs, and the only song we all know is Sweet Caroline, and hundreds of boats come, and this is the first stop here at this harbor. Then he'll go around to Gambier Harbor and do the same show again, and he'll finish off at Brighton, and by then it's a bit crazy, but you can check out all the boats. Pretty cool. Party time at Gambier. On the ocean. That's artist there in that boat. And they are now heading off to Gambier Harbor. All these boats. So we just had our show. Pretty fun time. Community. Commotion. Are you feeling it?
I'm feeling the commotion.
Al.
I'm feeling it, Mr.
You're
Krabs.
feeling the pain of the tube.
Yeah, we're feeling the tubing aches. That's what we're feeling.
Right. You did good, hey, Amelia? You got flipped.
Yeah. Pretty hard. It freaks me out that you can see.
Yeah. That's why I would not jump.
I'm just reading my life.
That and a cement block would be why I would not jump.
This morning on Gambier Island, we got the local fishing derby. So Gabe is our Mallet House representative, and we got to see if he can bring in the big fish for us. Feeling lucky, boys?
It's not really a derby. It's just you kind of catch fish. Oh, I got a fish!
Oh! Shiner!
Get him in the bucket. Oh, that's cute.
Holy smokes, look how many you caught. Who caught these?
Well, I caught some of them.
That's a lot of fish.
I caught most of them. I'm really good at fishing.
I guess so.
We got one little guy.
Big prizes, what you gonna get, Gabe?
I don't know, it's not really good.
A four-wheeler?
No.
A sparkly balloon?
No.
We'll find something.
Last year I didn't get rid of 111.
In a second. And there are treats down on
Gabe,
the
is
end for
Jenga.
everyone.
Yeah, I know.
Big prize, show me your prize.
Tape. I knew that.
Come on. You got him?
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, lift the rod up. Gently. Now, bring him over. Oh. Gently. Come on. Now, lift the rod.
Gabe, do you need help? Amelia, hold this.
Hold up. Lift him up. Bring him closer.
Yes! Victorious!
Okay.
Woo! Victorious again!
Gabe, hang on. Are you getting?
Whoa! Oh, that's a big one.
Okay.
Dude, I got the banger.
rod. Amelia, you don't have to video this.
It's move out day. Move out from our lovely sweet spot. Hey Amelia, you kind of ready to go home though?
Oh,
It's been a 7-day holiday, hey?
Yeah.
What was the icing on the cake, Gabe?
So, we went fishing 2 days ago. Yeah, and we caught
Last night.
no, 2 days ago.
Okay.
First,
Yeah.
we got a lingcod, which is like basically a cod. That was like
Fed the whole
1.5 feet.
family.
Yeah, and then this time, last night we went out. I was like, Dad, let's go, come on, you get on the boat. And then, yeah, we finally went out there. About 5 minutes in, we hooked one. We were just putting the line down. It wasn't even attached to the downrigger. And we were letting line out, so it kind of got a bit tangled. So we tightened it up, winding it in, but it was probably around 30 to 35 pounds because it snapped the line right before we hooked it up. So that was a bit sad. But then, kept fishing. We got 3 more bites.
Yeah, we got a mud shark.
We got a mud shark. It was like a small one. You can't keep those. And then we, right before we left, just on the same spot, before that, I was like, Dad, we should put on the Skinny G. We finally did. We brought it up, put it on, and then right before we left, we hooked one. And, yeah, it was like it was pretty big.
About 25 pounds, 30 inches-ish.
Yeah, about 30 inches.
What kind of salmon was it?
Spring shrimp.
Sammy. Nice. And now it's mad packing, and we gotta cram all this into a boat. And it's raining. We've had endless sunshine, and the day we move, it's raining. We need the rain, but just not today. I'm gonna be sad to leave Ivy. She's been an awesome truck. Now we're going the wrong way down the dock with supplies. For 3 years I've been dragging materials up the dock, and now we're taking things off island. It's a bit funny because people have been looking at us very strangely when I've been taking things like stakes and wire and roofing, and materials are so expensive, and we have a farm and all these projects, but it's so much effort to bring stuff onto island that when people see you taking stuff like that off, they're like, look at you perplexed, like, what are you doing? But I'm really grateful because it poured rain all night. We haven't seen rain in months, and happy to see the rain, but I was also nervous about loading the boat up, and we've got a reprieve. It's still very gray, so the heavens could open, but right now I'm enjoying a bit of dry. The walk of pain. Gabe's up there tackling a very difficult to maneuver trolley. I'm gonna miss this place.
Wait.
When the tie's out, it's bowling balls. Goodbye to Mandy. She was awesome.
What I did was I did it in pencil and then I erased it.
Bye, Mandy. Thanks for all the good memories. All stripped out. For another person to enjoy. We never really did have a bath in this. Good view of the ocean right there, though. Man, it's crazy driving away from that place and realizing I did a lot of work. I did pretty good. I mean, the family helped, but I did a lion's share of the hard work there, and took basically a chunk of pure forest with the help of an excavator. Thank you very much. I didn't use a horse and ropes and stuff like that, but basically turn that land into a usable space, terraced, drainage, well, power, solar power. Turned a $300 trailer into an amazing tiny home. Like, I would love to bring that thing back. It's so great. Like, our whole family the family of 4, which isn't my full family, have lived comfortably in that trailer in winter. It's close quarters, but with the bathroom being set off like that, it's not been a problem. And the bedroom up top. So yeah, I'm giving myself a pat on the back for this one. I think I did a good job, and never intended to sell it. I was talking to Tara about, you know, how if we had bought that land and tried to turn a profit on it, if that was the whole intention, I don't think I would have done it that well. And that's what happened with our North Vancouver house. People fell in love with the home because I built it for me, and there was a lot of thought and care and love that went into it, and people really saw that. And I think the same thing with this property. we never intended to sell it. And so all the stuff I did on it was like just creativity, like the way I built that shed, all weird angles and siding weird angles. It was just because I was doing it for my own pleasure. And turns out we did have to sell it, but it fetched a decent price and sold very, very quickly because I made it for me again. So it's interesting. You know, I don't know what kind of filter you see things through when you're flipping. You probably chop a lot of corners and say, they won't appreciate this, they won't appreciate that. In actual fact, they will appreciate it. And Tara and I have sold 2 properties in a year. It's been pretty crazy. And both of them, people have been gushing compliments about the place because of the love that's gone into it. So I think that people do appreciate it, but I don't know if I would have done it if I had you know, had in the back of my mind, I'm going to sell this place. So anyway, this is my last walk for now down this long dock where I've hauled tons of lumber, cement, metal, God knows what, down this long causeway. And you know what? I've enjoyed most of it. I've 99.8% of it. I've really enjoyed it. The community here has been fantastic. We've given to the community and they've given back to us. So much love to my children. Gabe really loves it. He lives down the end of this dock all summer when we're here, just talking to the fishermen, talking to locals, and they just love his enthusiasm. So, you know, this place has been really good to us, and it's dear to our heart, and we will come back. We'll probably come back and Airbnb it. Live in an Airbnb maybe a week of summer, because although we live on a farm in rural Courtenay, it's not as quiet as this place, and it's not as wild as this place. You know, we can rip around on dirt bikes and our flip-flops. Gabe just drove the truck all the way down here. Not totally legal, but there's no police here, so that's there's not many places on the planet left where you can be wild and free. All right, time to load our boat up to the gills with all the stuff we have and try and make it back. Oh, you hot, babe? Gabe?
Yeah, I need to get the clothes out.
All right, she is loaded. Thank goodness we got calm weather and no rain. Thank you, God, for no rain. The chainsaw will fall out.